Buffy gets therapized when she was bad. Bad girl. Mended light. All right, we're taking a look at Season 2, Episode 1, When She Was Bad. This is obviously coming on the heels of the Season 1 finale where Buffy dies at the hands of the Master and is resurrected. So this episode is all about dealing with trauma. People handle it differently, and Buffy handles it kind of by going off the deep end a little bit. Back at Sunnydale. Hanging with the posse.
Buffy.
Fine. I'm fine.
Good.
Nobody asked.
It's good that you're fine.
What were you thinking about? Nothing.
Oh, come on, you can tell us. We're your bosom friends. The friends of your bosom.
Xander.
Xander.
I wasn't thinking anything, really.
I do love Xander and Willow exchanging food like that, though.
I had weird dreams.
Dreams are meaningful.
Shh, tell me about it. The other night I dreamt that Xander... It wasn't Xander. In fact, it wasn't me. It was a friend's dream, and she doesn't remember it. I bet she doesn't.
Buffy.
Giles. What is it? You look worried.
This vampire activity, I think I know what they're up to.
Well, we'll deal with it.
I hope it's that simple.
It is not to worry. Trust me.
I don't know. I mean, I've killed you once. It shouldn't be too difficult to do it again.
What?
I'm sorry, what was that? Anthony Stewart Head doing good creepiness. Ooh, they just don't care. They're just psycho music. I swear if it's Tom Cruise, oh, it's not Tom Cruise. Okay. I would have loved it if it was Ethan Hunt, though, and he's like, your mission, should you choose to accept it, save the world from vampires. Missed opportunity. Anyways, obviously, this is a dream. Buffy's having nightmares, and in her nightmares, she is acting like she does in real life right now. She's kind of zoned out. Why? Because she's still processing what happened to her a few months earlier. She died. She was resuscitated, but she was in fact murdered. It's not something you just get over. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, defines trauma as experiencing a near-death experience or witnessing someone dying or extreme acts of violence. Now here at Mended Light, we expand the definition of trauma because anything that makes you so afraid or hurt that you experience trauma responses, you are triggered and therefore you avoid, or you're hypervigilant, or you're panicked, or you're afraid, qualifies in our books. But for Buffy, yeah, she died, she was murdered, and this is the start of a downward spiral at the beginning of her new school year.
Is that it? Is that everything? You know, because you woke me up from a really good dream.
Sarcasm much? So she's lashing out at Angel, who just cares about her, just wants to be there for her, make sure she's okay.
Sorry. I'll go. I missed you.
I missed you.
Womp womp.
It doesn't matter what I want.
This is Alison Krauss, who also sings "The Smile on Your Face lets me know that you need me." So Buffy's lashing out at people who care about her or detaching, like she is with her mom.
Good. Is there the slightest chance that if I asked you what was wrong, you would tell me? Of course not. It'll take the fun out of guessing.
Or Joyce. You know, Joyce sometimes, gets on my nerves. One parent to another. One parent of a teenage daughter to another. Joyce sometimes gets on my nerves because she's, in her concern and love for Buffy, she can be naggy. She can be someone who nags. But at the same time, her loyalty to and devotion to Buffy is, without question, and her adoration for her daughter. And here, Buffy, this is a very accurate portrayal of a trauma response between lashing out and withdrawing. Generally speaking, you're emotionally dysregulated. Generally speaking, you're going for a ride up here that you didn't ask to go on, and you just want to get off, you just want it to stop. It's really realistic in the scene where she's lashing out at Angel, and then he's vulnerable and says, "I missed you," and then she says, "I missed you," because she does want safety. She wants to feel secure. She wants to feel surrounded by people who love her, but at the same time, there's all of this pain and all of this fear, so you push them away or you lash out because it's got to go somewhere. And usually the people talking to you, if you're already on edge, they feel annoying. They feel like they're nagging. They feel like they're criticizing. And we see them through that lens, even if that's not actually what's happening.
Hi.
Hi.
So, is there danger at the Bronze? Should I beware?
I can't help thinking I've done something to make you angry. And that bothers me more than I'd like.
I'm not angry. I don't know where that comes from.
What are you afraid of? Me? Us?
Could you contemplate getting over yourself for a second? There's no us. Look, Angel, I'm sorry if I was supposed to spend the summer mooning over you, but I didn't. I moved on. To the living.
Concrete way. The wind is blowing.
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
What's wrong with Angel?
It's me.
Smells like a scent of the southern island.
Let's dance.
Okay.
So Buffy knows full well that Xander has a major crush on her, and he is a horny teenage boy, invites him onto the dance floor to tease him and to make Angel jealous. Now, Xander, for all his faults and flaws, he is a loyal friend, and he did save Buffy's life. And instead of treating him with respect as a human being, she's going to get him all riled up so she can stare down Angel. And also because she's kind of like, what the hell? You know, you only live once, what the hell? Like, all rules, all ethical considerations, moral considerations for the people that you care about is just going out the window. And I love that it shows every person she's hurting with this. And yes, there is a message here that female sexuality is powerful and potentially dangerous, but it's not bad.
I'm riding on a camel that has big eyes. The buildings are changing
Xander is enjoying it less because he knows he's being used, like he can tell.
by little.
Xander? Did I ever thank you for saving my life?
When a black
No.
cat crosses my bed, a woman in the moon is singing to
Don't you wish I would?
tears. A woman in the moon is singing to
It's just cruel.
la la la
And of course, Cordelia knows a thing or two about cruel.
la la la.
So Cordelia is going to give Buffy a piece of her mind here, because if you're watching this for the first time, it's so out of character for Buffy, who normally is not a especially sexual, flirtatious person. That's not, I mean, you know, a lot of people have sexuality as part of their nature, right? But she's not somebody who leads with that. She tends to lead with integrity. That's who Buffy is. Her integrity is, because, you know, she gets sexually involved with Angel later in the season, but for her that's an act of integrity because it's sincere. This isn't sincere. This is, what buttons can I press? Because she's intentionally now just leaving Xander standing alone on the dance floor, feeling confused and hurt. And Willow, who she knows has feelings for Xander, also confused and hurt. And Angel, confused and hurt. And what doesn't seem to make sense on the surface of it is why? Why treat these people this way, especially at this point in the story? None of them have truly wronged her in any major way. All of them have been loyal, good friends to her, and she's hurting them. And the answer comes through everybody handles trauma differently. And in Buffy's case, caring has led to hurt. Extreme emotional hurt of almost losing these people that she loves. The extreme hurt of putting her life on the line and willingly sacrificing it for the people that she cares about. It was a heroic thing. She didn't know she was coming back. And now that she's back, there's a whole lot of pain that she wasn't anticipating. This is something that we're going to see later on in the show at the tail end of season 5 and all the way through season 6. And Cordelia knows this isn't Buffy. This is a rare early moment of Cordelia showing compassion and concern for another person, albeit in a very Cordelia way.
Buffy, you're really campaigning for the year, aren't you?
As defending champion, you're nervous?
I can hold my own. You know, we've never really been close, which is nice because I don't really like you that much, but you have on occasion saved the world and stuff, so I'm gonna do you a favor.
And this great favor is?
I'm gonna give you some advice. Get over it.
Excuse me?
Whatever's causing the Joan Collins tude, deal with it. Embrace the pain, spank your inner, mop it, whatever, but get over it. Because pretty soon you're not gonna even have the loser friends you've got now.
I think it's about time you start minding your own business.
It's long past.
Again, Buffy not acting like Buffy.
Angel feels like dancing.
Part of Buffy's trauma response here is she's not willing to accept influence. I think it comes from, if I have people close, I can lose them. So if I drive them away, then I don't need to be afraid of that connection. Because if you feel like everything you touch turns to ruin, or getting close to you is emotionally or physically dangerous because people get hurt, then you're going to be prone to push them away, which is exactly what Buffy is doing. And then you might fight the people who are trying to help you.
You know, being stalked isn't really a big turn-on for girls.
You need help. Someone to watch your back.
Sure you don't mean my neck?
Why are you riding me?
Hey, not yet.
Because I don't trust you. You're a vampire. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that an offensive term? Should I say undead American?
You have to trust someone. You can't do this alone.
Hey, trust me.
You're not as strong as you think.
You think you can take me?
What?
Oh, come on. I mean, you must have thought about it. What would happen if it ever came down to a fight? You, vampire, me, the Slayer? I mean, you must have wondered. Well, why don't we find out?
I'm not gonna fight you.
Come on. Kick my ass.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
I do.
Well, you're wasting time.
Just stay out of my way.
Happy to oblige.
Buffy's not especially likable this episode. And people who are hurting often ask for love in the most unlovable ways. She's hurting. And she's scared. And the last time she was vulnerable, she died. And the people that she loved were put in harm's way. It's not excusing how she's acting, it's understanding it. Part of what we do here at Mended Light is help people who have been traumatized, who are lashing out, who are withdrawing, who are fighting, who are breaking hearts and hurting people that they care about, to understand what's driving that behavior and to find the healthy alternatives that are actually going to treat the pain. What Buffy's doing right now is to numb her pain. But what she needs is a release, and she needs to face and confront her trauma, which she does when she saves her friends and fights over the bones of the master, the vampire who killed her.
Where's Buffy?
She's working out her issues.
Yeah, or her stunt double is. What's the name of the woman who doubles for Sarah Michelle Gellar in the early seasons? Because she kicks all sorts of butt. Later on, Sarah Michelle Gellar does a lot of the fighting herself. But early on, there's this woman, and she's just like so powerful. My gosh.
Enough! Your day is done, girl. I'll grind you into a sticky paste and hear you beg before I smash in your face.
So, are you gonna kill me, or are we just making small talk?
He's like Peter Parker. The quips are nonstop. Ooh. He's so dispassionate as he burns. I love this right here, though. What this... Xander's pretty wise sometimes. You'll see.
It's over.
No, it's not.
It's over. No, it's not. Xander sees what's been driving Buffy this entire episode, all of this quote-unquote bad behavior. And she needs to release it. And these are the bones of the vampire who killed her. An act of supreme disrespect. And cruelty. And what Buffy does so well to show is her struggles are a stand-in for ours. So none of us have been murdered by a vampire and brought back to life. But many of us, especially many women, have dealt with the trauma and pain of being treated like they don't matter. Discarded, used, hurt, abused, violated. Now, what we're not going to take the time to watch right now is Buffy does have to make amends with everyone that she hurt. And she does need to apologize and be accountable and change the behavior. Because the simple fact is that no matter what you've been through, and no matter what you are suffering, and no matter how understandable it is that you feel the way you feel and behave the way you behave, if you compromise your integrity, your morality, if you treat others poorly, especially those who have not wronged you and people who love you, you're not excused. It's not justified. The two things can exist simultaneously. That you're hurting and need compassion and understanding and even forgiveness for your behavior, and you need to make it right. Those two things do not exclude the other. And that is also part of the work that we do here at Mended Light to help people who have gone through trauma, to mend their light, to step back into their integrity, to step back into their power, as Buffy does here. What do you think of this episode, When She Was Bad, Season 2, Episode 1? Did I miss anything that you would add to, or do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below. I've got an entire playlist of Buffy Gets Therapized videos for you to enjoy. It's going to pop up here on screen, and the link is in the description. Also, what future Buffy episodes are you looking forward to? Let me know. Until next time, keep shining. We need your light.